Over the past month, there's been so much misinformation peddled about Israel's plan to evict a few Arab families from their homes in the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood in Jerusalem, also known as the Shimon HaTzadik neighborhood. The move has been condemned by Hamas, the EU, AOC, Ilan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, and a multitude of other people who have accused Big Bad Israel of deciding to kick innocent people out of their homes for no good reason. But the truth is very different. The story begins in 1875 when Jews legally purchased the land in question and lived there until 1948, when during Israel's War of Independence they were forced to flee after Arab armies and local Arabs launched a war of extermination on the 600,000 Jews living in Israel. When the Arabs saw that this prime real estate was available after the Jews left, they decided to take over it. Then came the Six-Day War of 1967. Israel liberated Jerusalem and reunified the city. The Jewish owners of the land came to the Israeli courts and said, listen, we want our land back. We have the deed, we paid for it. The court ruled in their favor that they indeed owned the property, but said that because there are people living there, we're not going to evict them so long as they pay you rent. If they pay you rent, they can continue to live there as protected tenant. The problem was that the Arabs living there said we're not paying these Jews any rent. We don't think that they have the right to own the property, so we're not paying them a cent. And they continued to live there rent-free for decades, which brings us to present day, when the Israeli court ruled that after years and years of squatting without paying rent, these people would have to leave. So while it's sad that people have to leave their homes, that's what happens when you refuse to pay the rent. And they knew this could happen. One of the Arab residents was quoted as saying that we knew it was a risk, but we decided to take the risk and keep living there because we didn't want to recognize the fact that the Jews owned the property. And that's what this all boils down to. That the Arab residents and many people around the world don't believe that Israel has a right to exist, or that Jews don't have the right to live in the land of Israel, to live in Jerusalem, or to live in property that they themselves legally purchased.